All right, let's check this one out.
So there's this girl on TikTok with a list of reasons why women should stay single. And this is for her. If you're not her, you can scroll, but if you want to hear the tea, you can stay. Please add this to your list. I am 31 years old, mom of three, currently 9 weeks postpartum from my third child on unpaid maternity leave, going through a separation after 14 years because not only did he cheat the entire time we were together, but he cheated on me during my last pregnancy. So now I'm finally fed up and leaving. Of course, I have no financial means to leave at the moment. However, after yesterday, I was stressing about how I was going to get my youngest two in school so I can return to work on August 4th. He told me I should be a stay-at-home mom and just stay at home with them. Fast forward to less than 24 hours Fast forward to less than 24 hours this morning, he told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman that he needs, then I need to leave because it's making it hard for him to move on. Yeah, less than 24 hours after telling me that I should just stay home with the kids, he told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman he needs, then I need to leave. Meaning, if I'm not going to have sex with him, if I'm taking this separation seriously and not having sex with him,
Yo, Big Bars, what's up, my brother? What's up?
then I gotta go. Knowing I have no financial means of stability at the moment because I am out of work, knowing that I have nowhere else to go, this man that I've been with for last 14 years of my life, the only man I've ever been in my life, told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman he needs, I need to leave. Mind you, he cheated on me while I was pregnant. But if I'm not going to forgive him and let that go, then I gotta go. That's my day. That's my day. So there's this girl.
This is a thing with women where couple things. Okay. This is why I honestly believe a lot of women are fit, not fit for the dating scene. This is why back in the day, fathers chose who you'll be with. She said that this man is the only man she's ever been with. Well, you should have had your father vetted him. You should have had a father vet him. You should have had the men in your life vet him properly. Because obviously, you couldn't do it correctly. Obviously, you picked poorly. This is a thing where, like she said, we'll probably talk about it, but this is a thing where a lot of women, I've said this, where I'm an honest, I'm probably the very few content creators, especially particularly male, that is in a big support of women just staying single. Staying single, decentering men, stop dating. Get out of the dating pool, right? Get out of the dating market because honestly, you are unfit. You don't have good judgment. You don't have good judgment skills. Um, and we don't need easily traumatized women. Women that honestly are self-inflicting. They self-inflict the trauma. You picked, right? A shitty man. One man, right? One man. Okay, you picked one man. You've only been with one man. You picked one man wrong, and now you think that, you know what, women should stay single. Fine. Okay, out of the millions of men you could pick, you picked the one that is probably the shittiest, and then that's your determining factor that women should stay single. Fine, right? Cool. Stupid, but fine. Because this is a thing where this is why I'm a big supporter of women just get out in the dating market because no man wants to deal with this trauma. No man wants to deal with this trauma. After you picked the wrong man that you picked, okay? Because no one forced you, no father, right? Arranged the marriage for you. You picked him yourself. Now you determine that, women should stay single. Okay. No man wants to deal with the traumas that you picked, that you self-inflicted. How they think they can get taken care of, but won't play a role that started before he cheated. This is a thing where I want to say this. Where Big Bars kind of mentioned it. This is the problem with a lot of women. You ask for a man to provide for you. Now, there are plenty of men that will provide for you, but, won't step out. But here's the thing. In those type of relationship, I honestly believe it's not an equal relationship. Where if he's going to provide for you, he's going to expect a certain way of life. I don't know. Now, maybe if this man can provide for himself, a woman, and 3 or 4 other kids, he must make decent money. And this is the problem with women wanting high value men that makes well over 6 figures. Well, those men, are highly desired. Those men are highly desired. Even financially, they're highly desired. So a lot of women don't realize that you are picking the man that a lot of women want. Guess what? Sometimes you got to share him. Now, I'm not saying that's all the time, but that's something that a lot of women got to deal with. Let's break it down.
Girl on TikTok with a list of reasons why women should stay single.
I'm going to want to react to that because I followed her, right? Because she has some crazy stuff. She's making a list of why women should stay single, pretty much compiling videos like this and saying this is an example. Cool. I support it. Stay single. I am not one of those content creators that women need to find men. No. We live in a day and age where, you know what? Women don't need men. And don't be with men. Get out of the dating market.
And this is for her. If you're not her, you can scroll. But if you want to hear the tea, you can stay. Please add this to your list. I am 31 years old, mom of 3, currently 9 weeks postpartum from my 3rd child on unpaid.
Okay, she only has 3.
Maternity leave. Going through a separation after 14 years because not only did he cheat the entire
14 years. Okay. She's been with him a long time. This is something that I mean she's going to say it. Wait, let's have her say it.
Entire time we were together, but he cheated on me during my last pregnancy.
He cheated on her the entire time they were together. So, should women stay single because men are terrible? Or should women stay single because they're poor judging character? That they ignore the red flags. He cheated on you the entire time you were together. You were still with him for 14 years. That says a lot about him. It says what? This is the thing where I don't think he hid who he was. Right? He didn't hide who he was. He probably was a shady man. Or, I mean, seems like he's a provider, but doesn't mean that he's not a shady man. You knew he was a shady man. You knew he wasn't a faithful man. You knew it. So, but you stayed with him. It's something that a lot of women seem to not be able to understand.
So now I'm finally fed up and leaving. Of course, I have no...
Now, right? After 14 years of him doing what he's doing, now you want to leave him. That's like, why do you not leave him before baby number 1? Why do you not leave him year 1, year 2, year 5? Why didn't you not leave him before baby number 2? You leave him after baby number 3, after 14 years, after getting married with him. And this is the problem with women. You cannot judge character. You don't know how, to pick the right man. You don't know how to pick the right man. Women don't know how to pick the right man. So guess what? It's either they need a man to do it for them, i.e. their father, or they should get out of the dating market. Because women only know how to inflict trauma on themselves.
financial means to leave at the moment. However, after yesterday, I was stressing about how I was going to get my youngest two in school so I can return to work on August 4th. He told me I should be a stay-at-home mom and just stay at home with them. Fast forward to less than 24 hours. This morning, he told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman that he needs, then I need to leave because it's making it hard for him to move on. Yeah. Less than 24 hours after telling me that I should just stay home with the kids. He told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman he needs, then I need to leave. Meaning, if I'm not going to have sex with him, if I'm taking this separation seriously and not having sex with him, then I gotta go. Knowing.
Okay. Why would you accept? Why would you accept the stay-at-home mom thing? It's like, where's your conviction? You said you were going to leave. You said, no, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to leave. But what? You accepted to be a stay-at-home mom, him to provide for you, but you don't want to give him sex. Well, then you should never have accepted anything from him. You should have been like, I don't want nothing to do with you. That's the thing where women have to understand. You do not accept a man's money. Yes, what's up, my brother? What's up, Sean? You do not accept a man's money and think that, you don't give nothing for it. Not how the world works. That is reality that a lot of women don't understand. Why would you accept that man's money? You shouldn't have accepted him to provide for you. If you were determined to leave, if you were determined not to be with this man, do not accept to be a stay-at-home mom from him. Don't. You should have stick to your convictions and continue to leave, continue to separate. But no, you changed your mind. You wanted to accept the stay-at-home mom position, right? Him provide for you, but you didn't want to give him any relations. It's not how it's going to work.
I have no financial means of stability at the moment because I am out of work, knowing that I have nowhere else to go. This man that I've been with for the last 14 years of my life, the only man I've ever been in my life, told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman he needs, I need to leave. Mind you,
Okay. Well, he tells you he's upfront with you, right? He told you what it is. You should have left. You should be. It's like, again, this is a problem. He cheated on you, like you said, like she said, throughout their relationship. She chose to stay. This man doesn't seem like he's hiding who he is. This man doesn't seem like he's hiding who he is. It just seems like she's now realizing who he is and not liking who he is now, after 14 years, after 3 kids, after a marriage. Now you're realizing it. I've said this before where I don't believe women can handle being provided for. I don't believe it. I believe average women are better suited for 50-50, where they provide, he provides. He contributes to the household, she contributes to the household. She contributes to childcare, he contributes to the childcare. You're both doing it as equal as possible.
He cheated on me while I was pregnant. But if I'm not going to forgive him and let that go, then I gotta go. That's my day. That's my day. So
Well, okay. I mean, this is the problem where, with women in particular, they go online because they want to seek validation. Where, of course, women are going to support this. Women are going to bash this man and all that shit. But why? Why? There are terrible people and there are good people out there. And if you chose the bad ones, that is your fault. No one else's. No one else's fault but your own. You chose the bad ones. That's what women got to really understand. To expect a bad man, because like like she said, throughout that relationship, he has cheated on her. He has shown who he was pretty much close to the beginning. She chose to stay. You can't blame the man for who he is. You can only blame for the woman that doesn't accept who he is and choose to stay with the man that is terrible. That is it. So I don't know what's so terrible about